excitement here. Taken in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense starts with less than ideal field position thanks to that return. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Second down after that previous play. Gives it to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewall them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, trying to get off the field.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher. Very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
1st down. He's going to throw the football. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag now. Hold it. Open. So the holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
325. Check, check.
And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the... And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Can you believe this? Instead of an interception, it's a first down. Roughing the passer is the call. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. He knocks this one right through. And we're all tied up now. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They're going to run the option. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will make the stop at what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking right. This one caught. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Breaking free at the 35.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And there's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Trying to find room. It's Fleming. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. Now the offense is set up with a short field. the defender. Dogs are in the red zone. Offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. He was successful with his first attempt. This one is from 35 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. Remember, that last possession went for it in fourth down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Again, thrown out of the RPO, it's complete. And it's good for a first down with a 36. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Receiver in motion now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
On the double.
First down here for this offense.
Come on, set.
Looking to chuck it again. Caught in the flat by the running back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass caught. Second down now. Try to run it with the option. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. The incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Very late hit on the quarterback. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the offense set up with first and goal now after the penalty. Sandman Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Yeah, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. Very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
And he gets there, goes into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as he gets set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback on the start of the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he pulls in the catch. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently, if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
First down and 10. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Using his legs on the scramble. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1. QB to the tight end for a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they'll give it to the back.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 12-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Only 11 seconds left in the half as they come up here on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Fleming. They'll tackle him right at the 31. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Running back has it on a screen now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty mark. So let's check out that. You can't do that. That's an illegal forward pass that'll cost him 5 yards. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Bulldogs will kick this away to get the second half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense makes their way on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. So now the offense has a fresh set of downs after that roughing the passer penalty. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So the offense flexing real quick and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Extra point makes it a 19-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. Makes a quick catch. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. Second down after that run on the previous play. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes the bunch formation. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Fleming. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he is wide. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Bulldogs will send their punt team on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They'll try the option play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Bring him down after a small gain. They played it safe there on third and long. Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. As the first down is still going. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. The offense will set up on first and 10. It's an option look. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. That takes a big bounce and goes all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? He's running out of time here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. off, so crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
There's a 1st and 10 play. And the quarterback dropping back. Misses the receiver, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And out comes the offense set to take over here. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. It's made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their...
He's got it near the end zone. Almost set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-0.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Looking to throw again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. On the junior, gets home making a sack there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. And he shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker. 8 plays of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And they tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looking to pass here on second down. He grabs it inside the 20. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution, how they're going about their business.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. The punt team making their way on the field. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
3:25.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play. So check that out.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So, of course, the game cannot end on a defensive penalty. So, one final untimed play here coming up.
55 weak.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they've got him, and that will do it as this game ends on a sack. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this